Blog Access 101. I'm your host, Young Bashi. You're subscribe to our YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify by searching Blog Access 101. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This is episode 248. I'm here today with my co-host, Kayla and Rod. What up, y'all?
What up, dude?
What's up?
I hope we jump right into NBA All-Star Weekend. I guess we start off with this celebrity game. We know Kai Cenat team versus Drewski's team. Obviously, Team Bonds versus Team Rice. Obviously, Team Bonds won. What were your thoughts on that?
I love these obviously so many times. I ain't watched that shit.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. I'm gonna watch it again.
Well, y'all niggas are terrible, man.
I saw Drewski score his scores. I saw Drewski and Sakai and that score on a quick little highlight. I know.
Right.
I know.
Anyway, shout out to Rome Flint, for winning the celebrity game MVP, actor and songwriter. He had a nice little game, where Kia Jackson had 16. Um, Kayla Thornton, she didn't show up for the women's basketball, especially being a new Golden State player now for the new WNBA team. She had what, like 2 points? Unacceptable. Baron Davis, I need you to get in the gym, my guy. Uh, you looking crazy. TO's in his 50s looking like he can still run the 4-3, whereas Baron Davis look like all he goes is go to in and out all day. So, yeah.
Still, I'm a firm believer that T.O. could probably still play football.
Bro, I can see it. I can actually see it. Only thing that probably hurt is when he catch the pass because his hands probably gonna be hurting like hell. But other than that, I feel like he can still run a route.
Yeah, they just think he crazy, so they not putting him in the locker room.
I mean, they're not totally wrong there, brother. I like how they had like the 4-point shot. It was like some new things they added, which was pretty cool. Having a 4-point shot with the Ruffles, obviously being their sponsor. And then also having like the I forgot it was like a game show. I forgot what it was called, but it's like a point where you get double the points, which was cool. Oh, crunch time, my bad. I don't remember what it was. Crunch time. So that was pretty interesting. Um, well, obviously I didn't see when Jerry Rice and they first came out, bumped Barry Bonds and asked him how many rings he got. Right at him. I love it. Because Barry Bonds was talking about how like they adopted Jerry Rice and he was like he was from here. I was waiting for him to say like, "Yo, what about them steroids?" Because that would have been crazy work. But it was a nice little game. I thought it was pretty good. And they had brought Rocky out to be like the extra defender, which is pretty interesting. So that was a good vibe. Yeah, we could jump to the skills challenge. Shout out to the Spurs. They tried to cheat the system. Did not work, but it was a good concept though. A for effort.
Yeah.
They would have if they would have counted. They would have had a good chance of winning. But got to at least put some shots up, champs. Got to at least put the shots up. Yeah. So what else? Oh yeah. So the Cavs won that. So it seemed like all the Golden State players kept coming, made it to the finals, and just kept losing. I started off in the skills. Went down a 3-point shootout. Buddy Hield first round was missing. Couldn't miss. I was getting nervous. I picked Tyler Hero to win the 3-point shootout.
You bet
And
on that?
yeah,
I
I
did
did.
too.
Oh, y'all gotta call the number.
Oh, my bad. But no, because I did a YOLO one because I won the first part of my 2-leg parlay. I'm gonna get to the dunk contest. Um, so yeah, so I mean, and then that second round, Buddy Hill looked kind of iffy. Um, I knew Dame Lillard was going to three-peat, so that's why I picked my boy Tyler Hero. I liked his pregame interview, like he was locked in, so I was like, I'm going with my guy. Paid off well. I really didn't know anything about these other dunkers other than I know Stephen Castle. I've been watching a little bit of Spurs games, but I didn't know who the hell Andre Jackson was or the white guy from Chicago Bulls. But he looked pretty athletic from his the videos they showed. But I didn't think Matt McClung was going. I didn't think they were going to let him three-peat because we saw what happened last week to a team that tried to three-peat. Go
That
Birds.
oh god, that man dunk himself into a contract every year.
Huh?
Mac McClung dunks himself into a contract every year.
Yeah, they had a, I don't know if y'all saw the tweet. It was like career earnings 156,000, dunk contest earnings 310,000. Crazy work.
He gonna come back every year. Why not?
Yeah, gotta solidify the deal. Gotta get your bread right. Um, but yeah, so it was good to see that. Then we jumped down to the dunk contest. Matt McClung basically was his to lose. I had picked Andre Johnson. That was my second leg of my parlay. Don't ask me why I did it. It was a YOLO parlay. Obviously, the first part, I wish they would let me cash out, but FanDuel will be real stingy with the bread. Andre Jackson let me down. We tried like 3 or 4 times on like the first dunk and finally got it and did it again. And he didn't make it to the finals. Let's just say that. Matt McClung, the cradle out over the car, even though he clipped the car, it's crazy work. Then the John, when he tapped the rim and dunked it,
The two dunk John.
yeah, it was impressive. It was impressive. Oh yeah, then when the other one held the bell up at the on the ladder, it's
Hmm.
pretty creative. Pretty creative. What were your thoughts on All Star Saturday night?
Yeah, Matt go crazy. He gonna win that dunk contest every time he in it because he's just so he got the experience advantage, which I think that is a factor for the dunk contest because
Yeah,
you saw how Andre Jackson flamed out. Um,
boy, did he.
yeah, but it was a good job. I was cracking the hell up when I saw what the Spurs tried to do. Smart thinking for sure. But yeah, no,
No,
they're
you
not.
know who orchestrated that? CP.
So they no, that's what Draymond said too. Turns out it was Wemby idea.
Oh wow, the vet listening to a second year player. That's why
Yeah,
they lost, bro.
Wemby out here wilding out. That's good though. He a real competitive guy. It seemed like.
Yeah, I like it. I like him a lot, man. Kelly, did you watch any of the All Star Saturday? All Star Saturday.
Seen some clips and I watched like the tail end of the 3-point contest. Uh, I'm not a big fan of All-Star Weekend, honestly. It just don't got the same vibe that it had a couple of years ago.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't
Yeah.
agree more.
I was kind of
Because
salty too. I took Castle for the dunk contest and I'm like, dang. I feel like,
I was thinking I should have picked him when he did that one thing. I was like, damn, that's probably my best shot. But I knew I should have just been like, man, let me take Matt McClung and just like play it safe. But
yeah, I just feel like personally, anybody who didn't play at least 10 games shouldn't be in the All-Star, weekend festivities. That's just me because I'm hating because I lost. But I don't know.
I'm with you. I'm with you because I lost too.
I was hating bad last night, but it was cool. I seen a
Also,
quick little recap, so
Also Weekend turning into like a baseball game where it's like corny to watch on TV, but it's lit in person probably.
yeah. I feel like the best events are the ones that they don't televise.
What
Uh,
are you guys' thoughts on this new All Star format?
So the Elam ending is cool.
You
I
said
don't know.
the
The Elam ending, like when they get to a target score, and then it's like the next person that gets to the like after I think it's after the 3 quarters, then it's a target score after that. I'm cool with that. I want them to bring the old jerseys, but like where they wore their own jerseys. That's what I.
they keep trying all this new stuff, bro. Keep sticking with it. Everybody had the old jerseys on from their team and East versus West. Like with all that captain picking team. Anybody got time for this? Man, bring that shit back to the old school format would be good. But yeah, I know. I feel like they're just trying to like grasp at straws at this point, trying to figure out what's going to work to get more people to view All Star Weekend. Obviously, we saw NFL finally came to senses to try to do something more creative, like doing the flag football. They're doing like some of the skills challenges, to get more people back to watch it. I mean, I don't watch the Pro Bowl at all anymore. Um, and it's looked like it's starting to get to that point for the All Star NBA All Star game because like they just trying anything at this point.
Yeah, I don't watch the Pro Bowl normally either, but I actually did see their little flag football this year.
Hmm.
It was alright. I ain't hating on it. But yeah, that looked like another one where it's like it's probably better to go in person.
Like one time went just to go to see it in Hawaii, as he was talking about. But since we got if we got since we got uh, doing a format, which team you guys think is going to win it all?
Whatever team LeBron is on.
That'll be Shaq's OGs.
Me, that's who I would take. Unless KD's on the other side.
He's on Shaq's OGs.
Oh, he got Brian and KD. Yeah, that's your team right there.
Yeah, any team gonna get cooked.
Yeah,
The championship is gonna be Shaq and Chuck's team,
I said,
and
what team?
I'm gonna take Shaq's. Huh?
What team got Trey Young? I heard he mad because he didn't get picked initially.
He got Chuck's Global Stars.
Uh, I expect Trey Young to do some fun shit today.
Yeah, he replacing Giannis. So it should be a nice little ride.
Trey and Steph and Dame there.
Huh?
Bombs. Trey, Steph, and Dame all in the game. He is.
Yo,
Show us.
Trey, Steph on Shaq team.
No, I don't care as long as they're in the game. I want to see some, 3-point bombs from half court. That's all I'm there
Okay.
for. Like NASCAR with the crashes.
Yeah, my girl Candace dirty. Like she getting the pick from like the NBA rookies and sophomores, and then G League talent. Like yeah, they're getting cooked.
Yeah, probably. It's always like one or two guys in the G League that could be in the league and just don't do it.
Take time to shine, baby. But yeah, let's jump to Naphessia Collier winning the one-on-one Unrivaled. Right? I know me and you probably don't people on in our podcast group chat that we watch the WNBA. So, what were your thoughts on the tournament, and what were your thoughts on Naphessia Collier winning?
So not surprised at all that Big Fee won. I
Oh
felt
yeah,
like like whoever had the best combination of like size and guard skills was going to win that. As much
yeah,
as I wanted my baby Skylar to win, um, but yeah, you got some smaller players that like were really skilled, like Skylar, Rakia, Jackie Young, and I was like, they're gonna have a shot, but they're not gonna win the tournament. Surprised that Brianna Stewart got cooked 12-0. That was
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And that's what they was talking about. They was talking about like how like they say some NBA players might not do it and stuff like that. Like you protecting your name, like because Stewie is like obviously one of the top two players in the WNBA outside of course Asia Wilson. But when you say you're the top three, the top two, top players in the WNBA, and you get cooked like that by a rookie going to the sophomore season,
Mm-hmm.
um, it definitely raises some eyebrows, none at least.
Yeah, could you imagine? I'm trying to think who. I mean, Stewie in the NBA would probably be like Sabonis. So if Sabonis got cooked 12-0 one in a one-on-one, I wouldn't be mad at him.
Yeah.
Um,
But
but yeah,
but shout out to Leah Edwards though, man. She knocked down some giants. She knocked down Enrique, blew her out, what, 12-2?
yeah, I never thought Eric Enrique would not go to the finals. Like
It was crazy, man. It was yeah. It was
the,
damn. She
the
had a
top
good
four,
run. She had a great run.
the top four was surprising and not surprising at the same time because Enrique and Fee, yeah, I expect. Aaliyah Edwards definitely didn't see it coming, so shout out to her.
Courtney Williams beating Ryan Howard.
Yeah, well,
Hard
Courtney
not.
Williams, she hoop,
Yeah, she do, but you ain't thinking you're gonna you didn't think she was gonna like just I always thought Ryan Howard had a good one-on-one game, but clearly not. I mean, it was a great matchup with 11-9, but you know what? Shout out to Shakira Austin. I told her like she's one of the best bigs to me in the league when she's healthy. Only problem
hmm
is the emphasis on when she's healthy. Um, what she said about when she beat Chelsea Gray? They was talking about she was shifty guard, and she was like, "I'm a shifty big." I was like, I love this energy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ole Miss. But yeah, obviously when Tunch was over in Washington, that was my team. Uh, but hopefully she stays healthy this season, and then have her and Edwards, be able to dominate down there. So we'll see.
mm
Let's see. Let's see. Well, we already talked about even though Bobby's not on here. It's Good Friday. Team was talking crazy all season about they was going to three-peat. It did not happen. Had to rely on us to get it done. A lot of people weren't happy about it, but they also were happy that the Chiefs finally got knocked down. Rob, let's talk about Matt Stafford. You guys going to rework a deal? Or you think he's out of there?
I mean, he old, but he's not that old. So I think he ends up sticking around unless he retires. I don't think he's going to a different team. The real thing I'm looking at for us is what happens with Cooper Cup because it sounds like financially we gotta trade him. Trade him for Debo, guys. If you're gonna trade him, Debo trying to leave San Fran, so
Spot for both teams, and I feel like Debo's disgruntled. Cooper gets a fresh start somewhere else, and it works out for both parties.
Debo and San Fran is probably one of the players I hate the most. You come to Hollywood, you probably be my favorite player. So make it happen. But yeah, shout out to the Eagles. I mean, I guess they got to win. You know,
They
can't be
got
mad.
it. BTA, belt the ass, my friend.
They definitely the parade.
Oh yeah,
They
CJ Gardner Johnson is crazy.
he's
I love
hilarious. That shirt was
it.
crazy. The shirt was crazy. The celebration was crazy. The parade was a good thing to see. I didn't go, but I saw all the clips. So that was a good time for them. Good for them. But as far as the game, I will say one thing. Being in Philly is so interesting. It show you how like I don't know what am I looking for, like perception versus reality type of thing. Like being in Philly, like everybody's so excited. Everywhere else in the world, they probably like, yo, that game was corny. Like it was never a doubt. No type of climax in the game. It just was straight belt the ass, and that doesn't make for a fun Super Bowl unless it's your team that's winning. So you're
You
not
know,
going
come
to get.
right back then. They wrote him off, but as Geno Swift said, he ain't right back though. You know, the Jets dropped him off, said he was a bust. Came the Eagles, and it revived his career. You always love to see a good comeback story. So I was happy to see him win a championship. Uh, Shout out to him. But Hassan Reddick wanted to get traded out of Philly. He's a free agent now. I don't think Howie makes the move to bring him back. But if I was Hassan Reddick, I'd definitely be on the phone trying to make that call back for maybe a cheap deal to come back to go win another one.
Oh yeah, you got to come back. I mean, y'all losing Brandon Graham, who wasn't that much of a factor, but he still got ticked.
Yep.
So you bring Hassan Reddick back. You come back and you try to defend your championship even better. You don't want to get worse. I heard Zach Baum contemplating his future. He a free agent.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pay him. We're gonna have to pay him, and
It is
rightfully
great.
so, because he had a good year.
It is crazy to go from not starting for the Saints to what he did over here. So
Yeah, sometimes you just need a fresh start, man. Just get the blood flowing again in your system, man.
yeah, the
Uh,
Eagles had a lot of underdogs. I don't see that success next year because now y'all the defending champs.
don't worry about it. We always
It's,
had axe on our back. Uh,
yeah, it's lonely at the top. They say.
yep, yep. Kenneth Gainwell is gonna be a free agent this year.
Oh,
I
y'all gotta
see
let
that.
him go. He has.
He has a few good moments here and there. I would like us to go after the Calais Campbell for a veteran minimum, of course.
Hmm, not a bad idea.
Thank you, sir. Put my GM cap on. But yeah. Um, Kayla? What do you think your Lions need to do this offseason to get the ball rolling?
Mm, oh, well, I think honestly, we're starting to get our coaching staff back up. So that's a just, good move in the right direction. We need better defense. All our people on IR last year. Maybe we need a better medical staff. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that
I
might
get
be
it.
what we need for real. But
It's a blessing in disguise. If y'all keeping Zadarius Smith, I don't know if y'all are or not.
I think we are. He's campaigning real hard for that.
Yeah, but to keep him and then get your young fella back, then it's like, all right, way better D line now. Hutchison.
I think we're getting rid of what's my guy name? I can't stand him. Oh my God. I'm blanking. It don't matter. But I think we're getting rid of him. I think he's safety. Oh my God, y'all, come back to me.
It's not Brian Branch because he's a
No,
dog.
no, 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 no. It's my God. I gotta Google it. Hold on, y'all. Come back to me.
So
I mean,
good.
the Lions are gonna be dangerous next year because they're gonna be healthy. Their defense was just Swiss
Um,
cheese because all them
Dangerous into
dudes
the
was out.
playoffs, my friend. Dangerous into the
I'm
playoffs.
very scared for us though, because we have so many like new people and new roles that you have to adjust to. So I don't know how
I,
good we
I,
actually be.
I think they clear cut as long as Goofy Golf don't come out. They have a number one
They said
offense.
we're supposed to have dad look next year because he got his wife pregnant and all of that. So
Oh Lord. Well, yeah, he just got to stop making mistakes because y'all got a number
Dogging
one
him.
offense. They got a number one offense, and they'll have a healthy defense. They gonna be dangerous next year.
Here's an NFC Championship, and we'll smack him in the face. But I do like Detroit's team. I love Dan Campbell. But they just haven't been getting. It reminds me of the early 2000 Eagles. The team that just kept going to the NFC Championship game and just couldn't get over the hump, and then they finally did it when they went to the Super Bowl to play New England.
No, there's
That's what Detroit reminds me of, an early Eagles team in 2000s.
they probably would have smacked Kansas City too if they was the ones who went to the Super Bowl.
I guess we'll never know. But yeah, I really do like the Detroit Lions, even though much I be buzzing Kayla and all these other Detroit Lions fans. They really have a good team. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. I love the underrated guys that
The
show
slot
up.
merchant, Amon
Yeah,
Ra, the
electric.
slot merchant.
I draft him every year in fantasy. I love my guy. And then you got David Montgomery and Gibbs. That 1-2 punch, which I love. I always love a good 1-2 running back punch. And y'all got the same thing with wide receiver J-Mo, even though he always be drawing, hopefully. But he seemed like he got his head on right now. So hopefully he keeps doing what he does, because when he's on the field, he makes great plays. Um, so yeah, I think that's definitely a team. Like you talked about, re-signing Darius Smith is a big deal. See if they re-sign Carlton Davis, the one of their corners they traded for from Tampa Bay, that just can't stay healthy. So we'll see with that. I'm curious to see how much T. Higgins is going to break the bank for the Bengals, or if somebody else going to sign him with a crazy deal.
That'd be nice if we lost Cooper Cup and we got him. That'd be nice.
I don't think I have the cap for him, brother.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's what they all say, and then they don't figure it out. But yeah, y'all want to add anything else? Any locks for today?
First Sunday without football is always the saddest one.
Yeah, because I did a joint yesterday. That joint got cooked.
Kind of like in the college basketball.
Yeah, bro. I had Norfolk State minus 12 and a half, and they had minus 12. I was pissed, bro.
Yeah, those be the worst ones. That Vegas special.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I think I use this site called teamrankings.com, and it shows you like the events against the spread. Bro, the Bulls like 17-8 against the spread. Then they do that. I'm like, come on, bro.
17-9.
Come on. Like, listen to this. Yeah, so I did in South Alabama. I think this was Friday night. Yeah, it was Friday night. No, it was Saturday. I did South Alabama money line. They won. They luckily won by 5 in overtime. I mean, but a W is a W. I took Alabama over Auburn. I just figured they was gonna win at home. They got cooked in the first quarter. I mean, they lost by 9, but they played well in the second half. It was a tie game, very up tempo. But that first half, they weren't getting it done. Then I already talked about Norfolk with the minus 12 and a half. They covered, but they had 12, so they obviously didn't cover. So now I'm trying to figure out a parlay today. But I don't want to rush and get it done, so I'm gonna just look at some of this stuff and figure out who I want.
You can always just take the day off.
I can send you a parlay, Rob. I don't know
Yeah,
if
go
you
ahead and
want.
send me one. Go ahead and send
Go
me
ahead
the
and send you one.
Oh, send us both. You know, so
I
send both of
got
us
you. I
one.
got you. College basketball has been cooking me though. It's been like those 1 point losses.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
Killing
this will
me.
get you every time. Just be sitting there like, man, I'm gonna just stick with pro sports.
The
Literally, I
ve-
can't stand trusting kids with my money. They're so terrible.
they
Yeah,
are bad.
they over there just chilling. Like, oh, we a party last night. Now they lose.
I mean, I do a lot of
I do like Drake. Drake's always a pretty good team.
Drake.
Oh, shout out to Drizzy. While y'all was talking, everybody was talking crazy about how his career was done. I feel like that Party Next Door Drake album was, you know, was a very strategic move by Drake. Especially R&B right on Valentine's Day weekend.
Valentine's Day weekend, right after the Super Bowl, to try to kill all the Kendrick buzz. I was a big fan of the move.
Yeah, that
Uh,
brother's a thinker.
that the album, the album
Yeah, it was
was
okay.
it was good on first listen, then it was just okay after that. But Give Me
Yeah,
a Hug is fire, and that's all Drizzy. So
yeah. Good to see the kids back. Because I thought Kendrick put him in the box. So good to see he's back.
the album went number one. Um, yeah, you can't. Drake got the white people on the side. You're never getting rid of him.
What I said, bro, I was like, yo, Kendrick had a good run, but I was just like, it wasn't enough to knock down like a career of Drake's caliber. Like, I mean, he got cooked in the in that beef. Like same way, like Ho was my favorite rapper. Like he got cooked in that Ether John by Nas, but it didn't kill his career.
No, not at all.
So I mean, he lost the battle, but he didn't lose the war. Because he's still standing up top. Now he got a new album with Party Next Door. The women gonna go crazy over it. So I feel like, if he stays away from just talking about like sending subtle shots at Kendrick, I feel like it'll be good. Because
I
it's
feel
like
like
you lost the battle. Just take the L.
he's still gonna send shots and at everybody. The shot at Joe Budden was my favorite. So.
Yeah, Joe always catching strays, man.
Mm-hmm.
Free Joey.
Never keep him in the keep him in the blender.
Sheesh. But yeah, y'all want anything else?
That's all I got. Everybody drink some wine and some mimosas on this lovely Sunday
And some water.
and water.
Definitely. All right, man. Appreciate y'all coming on.
No problem.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
See y'all next week.
All right, see y'all next week.